yeah, we had our own political struggles and so forth, but I think, that has strengthened our city, our community, and we're starting to climb out of it.
Yeah.
You see the change, you're starting to see a lot of impact, high-speed rails coming through, you see the construction. We just want to make sure that all these positive change or impact is affecting our residents.
Yeah, it's
right?
true.
And making sure that our residents is reaping the benefits, or at least the economic shift.
Yeah.
And that's where I think, when we talk about our local leaders, whether it's in education or the next mayor, we want to make sure that they understand that.
Yeah.
Right, and that they understand the diversity that's here, that they understand that we want to make sure that our community, which has an impact in terms of the overall of our community, that they are inclusive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and that's
Which we realized is now we need to make sure that the inclusiveness is very important.
I've had many battles. It's interesting.
Especially because Fresno is so diverse.
Yeah,
we are.
We're a huge Indian community, Hmong community, Cambodian community. I mean, it's a diverse.
very.
Mexicans, very diverse.
We represent over 90 something plus languages that are spoken here, over 90 ethnic communities that call Central Valley home.
Yeah.
And so people don't realize, like you said, how diverse we are.
Yeah.
But we are truly one of the diverse areas, not only in California, but in the entire country.
Yeah.
But we're also one of the most challenged area in the country, right? Well, people have the impression when we're in California, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. We see, San Francisco, Northern California, Santa Clara, and then LA, right? And San Diego.
Hey, Archie, do you reach out?
The microphone.
We do. We actually have, especially with our ethnic minority, as Lao veterans or SGU, that goes through some shit. And so, part of my work with my elder community, especially, and those that a lot of my elder veterans have passed away.
Yeah.
And so there's a small group that's left, that's growing, but we also have young veterans, right? That have served now in the military, that are coming back and that are.
I'm in the community. There's a huge, and I'm an Afghanistan veteran.
Right.
I went through OEF. But yeah, you have a generation that are going to stay in the system, that are going to remain in the system, that are going to be huge. Now the Vietnam, Korean War veterans are dying off.
Right.
World War II, we have the last group that's gone.
Right. And so it's important that organization now begin to kind of shift to bring in those young veterans that are coming in to not only provide assistance but also be an advocate for them to take some leadership role.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other part, which I would challenge you, because I always challenge everyone, is when these veterans come back, there's a big gap between integration with the civilian community and coming back from wars, and that gap is still very much so. So we have a lot of issues with the veteran population.
They built a nice California veteran home over here.
But they build that home, right? And I think my dad just takes me there. It's like a passion of mine. The veteran community is obviously a very big passion. I served 10 years of my life in the military. But that's a part of it. But the part is integrating them into the communities.
It's true.
Because veterans usually go isolate themselves.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to integrate back into the communities.
No, we don't do a very good job. To be honest with you, I don't think we've done that in terms of outreach. I think in when they're coming in, when they're coming back, when the community is receiving them back.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And I think in terms of the social service mechanism that's there.
Yeah.
I think those things needs to reassess.
Yeah,
in terms of how effective they are.
Yeah.
Because with our veterans, right? generation as they moved and transitioned to this country, and what they've had gone through in terms of the cultural issue, but more the PTSD and the understanding, comprehension, and the dynamics that plays into it, right? And so there's a huge gap. And so it took a while to kind of put your hand around that. Even not only for the receiving community that is America, but even for us as generational, right? Because we're that generation that has to deal with the fallout of what our parents gone through during the war, but we're also that one that has to be the communication between them and the existing social services and the interesting dynamics in play. And it took us a while to understand that, and then to be able to advocate appropriately, and to make sure that mechanisms are there. But the veterans group is still fighting now to get recognized at the federal level that that they were, however you want to call it, secret soldiers or soldiers of war, whatever it is, to be recognized, and to also.
Your boss. So the veteran group that you're talking about is the Hmong veterans.
Right, it's Hmong veterans.
They're fighting to get recognition with the U.S. government.
Yes.
Can you link up with any of the veteran organizations here that can advocate for the Hmong veterans?
No, I haven't, and actually, they've gone through work closely with Costa and some of the congressional folks that have large Hmong populations and where they live. And they've actually had a couple of bills and then try to push it through. But I think the challenge is not the electeds that know about the community, right? That are supportive, but that's only a small segment. I mean, you look at Minnesota, right? Right, you get Minnesota, you get Wisconsin.
I could just see the pushback when you come in.
Oh no, they haven't, and they've done it. They've gone there the last 6 years. Now, every year they've gone to a certain point, and they've increased support, but not to the level that's going to make the policy change up there. But they have to continue to make sure because the population there is in terms of that population. So the economic impact isn't going to be that great to the U.S. government. Because everybody else now, our generation or those that do serve, they're already in the system. Right? So you don't worry about those because they're in the system technically, so there. But it's this wage, right?
But you also have to worry about.
This is for this stand.
The veteran population that's in the system is getting treated bad. There's
I saw the fallout. I saw the
issues.
national fallout and all that stuff. People's head down
22
roll.
veterans are committing suicide every day.
What was that? No, it's on the mic.
I saw that.
Oh my God, it's terrible. The VA system's terrible.
That's it's sad. It's sad because it's not to me just from the outside. It's that we don't have the structure, or we don't have the system, or we don't have. I don't see it as a capacity where it's a function, right? I think politics plays in such different ways, and you saw that fallout a couple of years back with the national attention, blah blah blah, right?
With General Shinseki resigning as the head of VA.
And so, what becomes critical now, and to a certain point, it's on the policy side. And I don't want to say that I sit on city council is comparable to what's happening in the federal government, right? That's the different dynamics. But I see the similarity in terms of the things that we do at the local level. When we look at issues, try to address, and we say, okay, this is it, and then as we say, okay, let's try to have a system in place to follow along, right? To make sure that, hey, the guy resigned, but here's the stuff that supposedly came in the book, and all the report, this is what we're going to A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? So you have all those things, and then I see it, like I said, the localist is okay. Let's put a mechanism in place to self-assess, but nobody follows up on it unless somebody's really paying attention, right? And if it's normal Joe Schmo that's paying attention, they don't usually care to some point unless it gets to a certain level.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're not creating anything new to a certain point. I think everything new is gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, there's very few new things left to invent and to stuff. So what you have is a system that's there that needs people to care about it, to really, you know, because the change is already. You have smart people that has already gone study groups, intelligent people, 3-star general, 5-star general, high-end people, right? All these professionals. They wrote this huge report.
Yeah.
Okay, they said this is what's wrong. This is what you have to do.
Yeah. You just have
Right.
to have people with the passion to
Right.
push it through.
And so you're not blind. There's this book here, so this is what we need to do. But you know, hey, we got the TV, we got the attention. Oh, I did the change. Right.
We didn't help.
Okay. So where are we at 2 years later? Right? So who's to blame?
It's the people who are really there.
Right. I mean, to a certain point, like I've done a lot of community advocacy work. There's no doubt. A part of it is our system because we, you know, because those are like we live. Okay. So we're part of that.
So now my head breaks.
It's good to see you. Thank you.
Just
ये दमे तो तुम जानते हो इनके डैडी हैं
आपके बेटे
दमे दया
Hello.
Dame used to work for me, now she is in the university.
Yeah.
The university, they move on. You help people grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tell them go. I told her go to college now.
That's good.
Mrs. Bali?
She's gone flying right now. So
She's working hard.
Working.
Harder than him.
So
Please
किधर
go.
वैसे
I'm
दो
actually.
जनों को देना है
This was really good. My dad was like, come do this. I was like, okay,
ये
I'll.
जो ली है
And then I'm heading to a wedding in Monterey
इसका
tomorrow.
even 200
Even with my community,
शुरू करेंगे यहाँ पर आगाज कर दें
community,
सबको खाना खाना
one of the things that we have
Mr. Blong.
to do is
So
just come
we will
together.
start like this. He's going to tell, you tell everybody to please stand. Then he will do the prayer
Okay.
for 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then he will present that to Mr. Lee. You announce Mr. Lee.
And
Right?
the power.
Yeah.
We want them to come up here, right?
Yes. And they will take the blessing from him.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
My very head priest of myself.
No.
This one, 99. And she used to work for me when she came right off the boat. FOB.
My
Huh?
first boss in America.
Her boss.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
He came and told me you need to hire. I said, send her in for tomorrow.
That's
To work.
Congratulations. So where are you going to school?
Right now I'm in city and in spring I'm going to state.
ये भाई
Yeah.
ये पहले 2 टाइम
Congratulations.
सिटी काउंसिल में
You know, we've
अभी एक साल
hopefully,
रेस्ट करते हैं next
you know,
year.
Powell's running for state center, which Fresno City College is one of the areas that he's overseeing. If he gets elected,
Who's Powell?
yeah, Powell Yang
Oh,
right there.
okay.
And so he's running for that district too. And then, you know, obviously he's running for mayor. But all of these local folks affects education. So you better know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a chance to, especially Powell, if he wins, he's gonna be overseeing
वो उनको आगे बुला लें।
the state center, you know, Clovis Community College, Wheatley College, Madera College, and then
Oh,
over.
the community colleges? Okay.
So,
That's nice.
He will
so,
allow.
wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, you as a student need to find out, well, what does that mean, right?
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing to
So
help the
first
students,
is-
make sure that we have a good educational opportunity so that we can do, like you say, go there and then
Yeah.
transfer out.
Yeah.
You need a lot of people here in information.
Okay.
So he will say the prayer.
Okay,
And then you announce, Lee Brand to please come and take his blessing.
okay,
Then he will sit down
okay.
and then you call
Now,
Mr. Paul.
take it.
And his work is done.
Okay.
Then you take your father out and
And then she gets.
tell him to go pray for me.
Tell him to go pray for all of us.
He and his brother both are in that this temple in 99.
The big one,
Yeah, and they do prayers so beautiful you can't even believe.
I think I've been to the temple.
Last time with Mayor, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And then one for the supervisor run where I had a chance to meet some of the
I
folks.
don't know whether we'll be able to fill. You are making me doubtful now.
About what?
See, my guests are already arrived from LA, my priest arrived.
You know, if your community is like my community, it's always.
She is
a
my
little-
daughter. Listen, she came from India as an engineer, electrical engineer, right?
Electronics.
Electronics. So she worked with me sometime and taught her all the hard things in life. And then I told her, now you take off, go to state and pass your engineering.
Yes. Did you
Because-
agree?
Yeah.
But it's hard for her. She had to learn English, she had to learn engineering, and now
She
she's
speaks English well.
No, after I taught her how to.
After
Yes,
his guidelines.
she is a very hard worker. I will hire her any time back. He'll get you.
When she graduates, it's easy to get a job
Yes.
as an engineer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you just walk in, man. What are you talking about?
And you can introduce, they need to have a rep from our community on the staff. And she is the ideal girl.
That's why.
She speaks English, Hindi, Punjabi.
But she has an engineering.
And Spanish too.
And Spanish.
Oh.
Oh, बेटा you are
She's
good job.
taking Spanish
बहुत
classes.
अच्छा बच्चा है। इसको मैंने बोला था स्पेनिश भी पढ़ो।
Better than my
है
Sounds
ना?
right
Take the
then.
Spanish classes daily.
She was in panel yesterday. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Lesson done.
आप मेरे
That was really good.
So, remember, we're working that. I'll try to update you as to the group. Just be part of the coalition.
No, what happened is, look, everybody just got back now, which is good. I'm gonna do a fundraiser. I'm gonna do it at the at his place. I'll schedule it because he just got back. He's one of the main guys. Yeah. So he just got back. I'll go see you guys. He just got back from Georgia. So I'm gonna do a fundraiser for them over there, and we'll schedule it. It's gonna be maybe like after 5 or something. After call you. No, with all the Middle Eastern, all the car dealers, all the car dealers that you
I told you it's a good day.
yeah. And then we'll talk about the California Middle East Foundation. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the whole purpose of the foundation.
Oh yeah.
Is to bring the business community together to have something where they can support, right, and then build bridges
That's the whole thing.
for you and for the community, you know, economically, politically, and all those things.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what.
And so we all have to have to be able to do that.
Because Jawad is one of the main people in this town for us.
So a lot of the Middle Eastern own car dealerships.
Yeah. But this guy, all these car dealers open these. Yeah. This guy, he does about 200 cars a month, 250. Out of one car, on door the black store. They have 4 locations.
Hey, here's Ito ah.
Wheels up.
Okay. He's the one that's here to probably help out with the initial
Collecting
yes.
Okay.
And then what we did
I have cash.
99 and less. You can write it up.
Yeah, that
You'll know how to fill it out.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's go sit, Nick.